So today we are going to be rating story games. And just a couple nights ago, me and my friends had a massive argument about this. So I think that they are pretty much all stupid on the matter. If they see this, I'm not sorry. So we're going to do it the right way. So Uncharted 2. Let's see. I like this game a lot. I think it's kind of average. I think it's one of not the second best or the best Uncharted game, but it was pretty good. The story was really well written. I love Nathan Drake, but I feel like it's just there's just not quite enough to it. Titanfall 2. This game, I just played the story yesterday. All I heard was, "Oh my gosh, this story mode is so good. It's so great." I was not impressed nearly as much as everybody thinks. I think it's a very good story. I like the mechanics of Titanfall a lot, and it made for like a more fun experience, but I don't think it's as well written as everybody keeps on saying it is. So we'll put it in very good, but it's probably going to be towards the lower end of very good. Now, Biohazard. Personally, easily my favorite Resident Evil game. God tier? No. But it is definitely very good. Going through that house was giving me chills the entire time, bro. It's just... So, now we have God of War 3, right? Am I tripping? I am tripping. No, this is God of War 3. Probably my favorite of the old God of War games. I'd say, obviously, since it is an older game, it's not as like the controls aren't necessarily as fun. I mean, but just absolutely whacking everybody on Olympus, it's so satisfying. Now, 2018 God of War. That game, after they rebooted it, I think they made this series so much better. No hate to like the other creators of these games, because they did a great job. But this game was so good. I had played this one when it, probably a year or two after it came out. But this, oh my gosh, dude. It was so fun. The open world's so fun. All the different axe handles and stuff, the different small builds you can make. The story was so well written. And I think the final boss was one of my favorites, because you're sitting there just throwing hands with people, and there's nothing more satisfying than that. You're seeing Kratos just full on just bare knuckle brawling with a guy who's supposed to be invincible. Then of course Atreus comes and go. No, I'm not trying to spoil anything for anybody who hasn't played it, but it's really nice. Ooh, okay. Assassin's Creed Origins. Oh man, this game. Out of the newer Assassin's Creeds, I probably played this one the least. That's kind of when they started going downhill, in my opinion. You get this different weapon, blah 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 blah. It has this abilities, you have to dodge and stuff. I feel there's stealth parts to it, but the game doesn't feel the same. The story wasn't really that great. I mean, it's not it's not as exciting as the other ones. And the combat's not great. It's kind of whack. And just all the different components that they try to do to make it good, it just wasn't good. Like they try to change it to make it better. They change it to make it worse. This game right here, Last of Us Part 2. I am playing this game right now. I'm probably halfway done. And I'm not gonna spoil what happens at the beginning, just in case nobody knows. That's the only thing so far that's made this thing go from like a 10 out of 10 game term for me to like a 9.5. I personally, like, everybody was saying like the story's not good. Like it's all about like revenge. Just the whole thing of the story. But I mean, of course it is. Like the character that you know if you've seen the beginning of the game, like the first 2 hours of the game, you know what happens. Like that is completely understandable, completely acceptable. Like why would it not just be about that? And the way that like they still build characters through flashbacks, and all the characters coming to help you from back home, like it shows like the special bond that these characters have like created with each other through the years we haven't seen, that we are slowly going back to. Like when you go back for Ellie's birthday with Joel, dude, it just shows you how close their bond was, and like how sad it is, like where their relationship was, like whenever stuff at the beginning happens, like she was mad at him, all this stuff. Other than some of like I hate when games like get like progressive, like they have progressive elements, which these games don't do it too bad, like not like bad at all. Like obviously the main character and stuff, but I feel like it's not like too much over exaggerated on you and all that stuff. So I think they do a good job of not like pushing it too far. They keep it like a good amount, and it's perfectly satisfying to play. I personally, I don't like putting a lot of things in God tier, so I'd say we should probably, I'm gonna put it low, very very low God. OG God of War, my least favorite of the bunch. I don't think it was that great, but it was fun. The backstory of Kratos, like the whole, I gotta pledge my allegiance to Ares and stuff, like it kind of sets like the rageful era of Kratos, so I can't say it's not great, but it's definitely probably about right here. Detroit Become Human. Now this is where we had the biggest, I think, it probably was this game. We had the biggest argument. Detroit Become Human. I love this game, but it is nowhere near God level. My friends were sitting arguing about this is all about revenge. This prejudice, I guess you could say, against androids, because they were, quote, people too. No, they're not. They're androids. They were made to help us out with our jobs. While I did enjoy the character, I love Brian Deschard's character. I think he did amazing. I think all of them did an amazing job with their characters. I think David Cage just did his games are so stupid. Like they're just not great. Like this is the first game he made that was good. This game is so much fun. It's a very extensive story, all the choices you can make, but it's not impactful. Like I never built a relationship with anyone but Connor and Hank's relationship. I think they did a horrible job of doing these two things. Like Marcus' whole story is he gets kicked out because the douchey son. Then boom, he's now like the leader of a revolution. Just so quick. There's no build up to it. It's so stupid. She kind of has a cool story. It's fun to kind of like interact, like make these deviant choices, but it's not written well enough to be anywhere close to this. I'd put this probably here, behind Resident Evil, Biohazard. It is better than these, but it's not. I don't think it's even anywhere close to this. And that game's just so fun. Has a really good story. I mean, I don't think it even comes close to that. But it's definitely better than these two. God of War 2. I had a whole lot of fun on this game. I think they did the combat a lot better. There were some crazy things for me to play through as a kid, of course. But I think overall they did a really good game. They kind of enhanced the combat. The story is better than the first one. And it kind of helps you set the feel, I guess, for like the upcoming of the next game. I think they did a really good job of like not explaining, but building up to like the events happening here, like just kind of enhancing your relationship with Kratos, like understanding his anger a little bit more, and then leading up to this rageful spite to go slay everyone. Far Cry 3. I haven't played this game. I remember seeing videos on it all the time when I was a kid. All my favorite people on YouTube at the time were playing it. But I never really played Far Cry's before 4. I like both those Far Cry's I haven't played. I think that's the only ones on here. No, there's Far Cry 5. Okay, I played that. I haven't played 6 yet, so I couldn't explain that one yet. I needed it's on Game Pass. I gotta get on that one. But I did like it a lot. I liked all the other ones a lot. So I need to go back and play these to kind of see what they're like. But Borderlands, great game. I hate the art style. That's just a me thing. I mean, I think the story was really good, but I still don't think it's better than any of these. I think that it's a really good game, really fun series if you like the art style, like if it doesn't bother you. But I don't know. There's just something about that art style. It just bothers me. I think they do a really good job like building the map. Like the world building is. I think it's really good. The writing is pretty good, but I don't think it's as good as some of the. Like I personally didn't have as much fun as these. Red Dead Redemption 2. One of the greatest story games of all time. Arthur Morgan, easily one of my favorite characters of all time. That definitely goes in front of Last of Us Part 2. Although I don't think it's as far off it. I think this game's great. It's a really well written, has a bunch of like tiny plot twists. Really fun, kind of like a revenge story. I want to emphasize that. One of the biggest arguments we had between these was revenge story. This one's literally all about revenge, basically. Like after you get like halfway through the game, it's just revenge. And I like how we get to see Arthur Morgan, like one of the greatest written characters in video game history, and then we get to see John, before the events of Red Dead 1. I think building the relationship between those two and seeing how much Arthur takes care of John like as his son is really, really interesting. Really catches your attention, I guess I could say. And it's super well written, super fun gameplay. There's so much to do in it. It's basically impossible to get bored. I think it's just overall just a really, really, really great game. Heavy Rain. I really enjoyed this game, but I know a lot of people also really don't think it's nearly as good as like Detroit Become Human. I personally enjoyed this game 10 times more. The whole thing was like, they were making fun of me because it was like the whole Sean thing. But I mean, the whole story about a dad trying to get his son back, meeting people on the way, the detective in the game, super, I enjoyed like looking around. I think they did a really good job of like the setting and like building the little maps that you're in. I think the story is super well written, and I now I think about it, I think I probably will put Detroit over this. I think this is probably the best game he's made. A lot of people hate on this game. I really enjoy it. I'm gonna keep it like that. Brotherhood. I think this game is cool. It builds one of the best characters. Like Altair is absolutely one of the coolest assassins. But the game, personally, I I think it has some fun mechanics. I think that the story is pretty good, but I don't think it's. I think it's better than Borderlands probably, but it's not better than the story's just not that cool. The assassin's super cool, but the story's not great. It's pretty good, but it's not great. The mechanics are kind of wonky at some points. The parkour is really nice though. It has that old Assassin's Creed feel, which is always nice. But I just overall, I just don't think it's a great. I mean, it's good. It's a good game. Not great. Not great. It's good, not great. Dying Light, the first one. I don't think I. No, yeah, I did finish it. I didn't finish Dying Light 2. This game, I feel. I don't know. Like. I had a lot of fun. I think it's a top good, lower end of very. I'd say it's probably lower end of very good. But I also don't like putting all these things in very good because it's like they're up there. But I think this one definitely does deserve up here. I'll probably put it there. I think it's super fun. I love the mechanic of it. I love like the drop kicking zombies off of roofs, the really good feeling parkour, different weapons you can get, the interesting like zombies and stuff that you fight. And I think it has a really well written story. But overall, I wouldn't put it above any of these. Miles Morales, that definitely goes up here. They were saying, my friends that I was arguing with earlier, the whole reason I'm making this was that all the Spider-Man games are godlike. I don't think so. Miles Morales was really good. I really enjoyed it. I think the Tinker was a really fun one to fight. I think like his like henchmen with like the nanotechnology and all that stuff is really cool. The building the relationship of Finn and stuff is cool. Seeing Miles kind of develop into his own while Peter's away, I think is a really great game. But I still would put over probably 2018 God of War. I say it's really good, but it's not anywhere near anything else. Skyrim. Now this one I was furious with when they were talking about the other day. This game is literally the best game of all time. I don't care if you say I'm wrong. You're objectively wrong. The best game, the most fun story game, other than actually a story game. Yeah, overall, the only better game than this is Minecraft. Like, if there was like a Minecraft like obviously not Minecraft story mode, but like the general game Minecraft, like that game was just it's on a pedestal of its own. Nothing even comes close to it. Skyrim is literally the second greatest game of all time. There's so much to do. The DLCs are so fun. It's an old game, but it still has one of the most fun. You are the chosen. You are the chosen over like the past few hundred years, thousands of years, to speak in the dragon tongue. With the way you do, the ability to absorb dragon souls, just so you could try to stop them from coming back and terrorizing the world of Skyrim. All those smaller side quests, like going to the Daedric temples, getting all their things, like Dawnblade. That thing is sick. You explode undead people. It's so cool. There's so many different builds you can do. There's obviously the overpowered ones like the stealth archer, but like all the different armors, especially after the anniversary edition, with like all the fishy and all the other like smaller enhanced details in the game. It's so good. Like the ability to like buy your own land, like be able to get your own land. You know, marry basically whoever you want in that. Be basically any type of person you want to be. Like, go hunt vampires. Go fight this guy who summons these squid monsters. Like, he is quote unquote also Dragonborn, but he's such a loser. You just destroy him. Unless you just suck at the game. But that's a different story. Fighting the Revolutionary War between the Imperials and the Stormcloaks. Like, there's a whole civil war happening in that game while you're playing. Well, I mean, like, you could say like it gets repetitive. No, because there's so much to it. The music is amazing. I could go on about this game for hours, but I'm gonna just leave it there. If you feel to argue with me in the comments below, but whatever. Assassin's Creed Unity. Great game. Not great game. I lied. It's not great. I despise this game. I think it's probably my least favorite of the bunch. That's all I'm going to say about it. Far Cry 4. I have so much fun in this game. I love this game so much. And me and my friends used to come home from school and play this game co-op. Get into so many different situations, and just we'd had a blast with the mini copters hanging from them, throwing C4s on things, going hunting animals. Like there's just something about that game. It's so like the Yeti, whole fighting because you find that your mom's trying to spread your mom's ashes, and this guy's trying to stop you basically the whole time. Just a great game. Doom, never played. My friends, I've heard this game is like really, really great. So it's probably somewhere around here, but I haven't played it, so I can tell you. Tomb Raider games, Rise of the Tomb Raider, not bad, not great. Didn't have a crazy fun time. Didn't hate it. This one kind of the same weird deal. This one I did not like. I'm not a big fan of the Tomb Raider games. Titanfall 1. Multiplayer, I had an absolute blast. Story mode, not great. But multiplayer I think is so fun. Like, I think these two multiplayers are so fun. Had an absolute blast playing them. I think like the Titans are super fun to use. It's like when I was little, when I was playing Titanfall 1, oh man, as soon as I got my Titan, I was ecstatic. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to destroy everyone. Of course, probably got destroyed most of the time, but still. Legion, Watch Dogs games, never played. Witcher's games, I haven't played. Firewatch, not gonna lie, didn't like the game. I think it was super boring. Assassin's Creed 2. I put it here. Super fun, getting Altair, it's super fun. But I don't know. It wasn't my favorite. It was super fun. I think the parkour's really good in it. I think the stealth part of it is really fun. I think the story is pretty well written. I probably put it above God War 2. But overall, it just doesn't compare to any of these. I think to me, Far Cry 1, again, never played. Horizon, I've never played that series. Valhalla, that game is horrible. Never played that. Syndicate, horrible. That's Revelations. Same thing though. Both of those, absolutely horrible. Borderlands 2. I'd say they definitely upgraded. I'd probably put it above Brotherhood. I think that they enhanced the story, made more fun characters. Again, I'm not a fan of. I'd say, yeah, I'm just not a fan of the art style, so I can't put it too high. Odyssey, I like the concept of it, but it's down here still. I mean, I like Greek a lot more than, the Egyptian mythologies. So it was definitely more fun, but again, it's just not it. It's just not it. Last of Us Part 1. This game, easily right there. Story-wise, here. Actual game, though, here. This game, wow. I played this game on my PlayStation 4, the remastered version when it was free on PS Plus. But I was little, I was playing a lot of Call of Duty at the time, so I never finished it. And then eventually, I was like, whoa, Part 1 on PS5. I still haven't played this game. Let me play it. I played this game, and it was literally all my life. I still went to school all of that. My parents would kill me if I ever skipped classes. But this game, oh my gosh, dude, the relationship I built, Joel, so such bad things happen to him, and he becomes one bad mamma jamma, as they say, without making this explicit. He is easily one of my favorite written characters of all time. And the relationship he builds with Ellie, after she starts off as just cargo, and then he has to take her across the country, and she basically becomes his daughter that he lost in the beginning of the game. I'm spoiling thing. He loses his daughter in the beginning of the game, and Ellie basically slowly you kind of see him start like caring more and more about Ellie, even though she's immune, so he doesn't have to worry about him as much as her. But the story starting back, I think is it Detroit when they start? I think it's Detroit where they start. Boston, not Detroit. Start in Boston. It's from the inventor from Boston going through all the old buildings. Like in part 1 on PS5, obviously like the original game wasn't nearly as good, but like graphics wise. But the graphics on the PS5, the part 1 PS5 version, are so great. Like, I'd argue that they're a lot better than... Of course, I'm playing the remastered version of this, so this one looks better for me right now. But this one is so good. Going from there, going through the tunnels, having to worry about spores. All the clickers are... Dude, when it is dark and there are clickers, you are actively pooping your pants. Like, there is no control of your bowels when you hear that clicker noise. Like, it is the scariest thing I've ever experienced in a game. And if we ever have a zombie apocalypse in this Last of Us versions, I'm just saying, we're kind of all screwed. Like, none of us are surviving that. But the relationship you build with Ellie, after she gets captured, after Joel gets, falls on the thing while finding the location we thought where the fireflies were. He's sitting there passed out, and she's out here getting captured by cannibals after she fights off 20,000 of them with this dude. And just the emotion that she shows toward Joel whenever he comes and saves her, after he's already fallen down on like a rebar that's stuck through his stomach. He's literally such a pimp. I don't know if that word gets me demonetized or anything, but it's not gonna be monetized anyway. So screw it. Ellie though, super well written. I literally love this person, like this character, like so much more of the fact that like from like this game. I only love as much because I love Ellie's character so much. Yeah, I think she's such a cool person. Like, just overall, the story is so fun. The Bill storyline, kind of cool. They kind of ruined it in the show for me, but whatever. I think the show is also really good. You should definitely watch that if you play this game. But I love the combat. I love like having to find things to like craft things, and there's unlimited of it. I think all the challenges are like a lot. There's a lot of collectibles in these games, which I'm so mad because I'm trying to 100% this game, but I've already missed like so many collectibles, and I thought I've checked literally everywhere. But overall, like this game is like the greatest story of all time, and it's not even close in my mind. Spider-Man 1, great game. I don't think it's as good as Miles Morales, even though it's a lot longer. I still wouldn't put it above Miles Morales. I think the fight with Fisk at the beginning was cool. Kind of like developing him and MJ's relationship again is kind of cool. Learning about Harry at the end was really awesome. I was really excited for this next one. But I'll put that right here because I like the sound of that. The web scene is super fun. The combat's super fun. All the gadgets and stuff are really cool. The suits, a lot of them are really, really cool. I think they did a really good job with the suits. But overall, I don't like. I like the abilities and stuff of Miles more. That's basically the only reason why I like this one more than that. Grand Theft Auto, easy right there. Like, the story mode is so fun. There's so much to do. All the cheat codes make it even better. All the characters you love, like Franklin, dude, he's the goat. Franklin's the goat. Michael, the goat. Trevor, I don't really like, but that's because he's kind of a scumbag. I think the bank heist or the diamond heist is super fun. All the different cars and stuff they added are awesome. I don't think you can really go wrong. Like, even like the online mode, it has a story. Like, that's just how great this game is. Like, this game is easily one of the greatest games of all time. I'm super excited for GTA 6. Witcher. I haven't played the Witcher series. Red Dead Redemption 1. This game was good. Really good. I remember playing it at my friend's house when we were little. He had the zombie disc version, and that was also really fun. I'd personally put it here. Obviously, like the Deadeye and stuff originated here. That's always super fun to use. kind of the revenge story that they have for John is super fun. All the animals and stuff. There's so much to these Red Dead games that make them just such good games that you just can't really like explain. Same thing with like Skyrim and Last of Us. Like you just can't really. I didn't do this game justice nearly enough, and I could go on about this game for years. Fallen Order. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Do I think it's a god tier story game? No. Is it really great? Absolutely. Do I put it above Detroit Become Human? Absolutely. Am I a little bit biased because Star Wars? Probably. But the fall of the Jedi Order is something that's not like documented a whole lot in the Star Wars like movies and stuff. Like now we're starting to get more and more stuff, but like it's not like brought to life really. So it's really fun to like get to learn about like the fallen Jedi and the stuff that's like happening to them as they're, doing whatever. The combat's super fun. I think they did a really good job, like the force abilities, the story, BD-8, finding all these like seeds and stuff on across planets. Super fun. I think the ships are really like the customized ships. The character customization isn't that great, but I will say the Inquisitor suit and using a red lightsaber after you beat the game the first time. Oh my gosh, it's so satisfying. This is Drake's Journey. I can't do it. Yeah, it is okay. This Uncharted game. I'd say I'd have to put it in good. I wouldn't put it above 2, personally. I'd probably put it above the first God of War, though. Overall, I think these games are really great. I had a lot of fun on this one. I love, like, the treasure hunting aspect. Nathan Drake's, like, he's a pimp. Like, he just does whatever he wants, and he gets away with it because he's just that guy. But the stories are kind of the same, which is why I'm not really gonna like put them up here, because like I feel like all of the Uncharted games are kind of the same storyline. Obviously, they have like a few changes. They're different, like key concepts and stuff, and like plot points. But I feel like overall, it's just kind of the same stick all over again, like repackaged. Village. I like this game a lot. I wouldn't say it's my favorite one though. I I'd say I didn't play that much. I watched my friends play it while they were having a fun time, we'll say. Had a few aluminum cans on the floor, we'll say. And watching them play that while that was super funny. I didn't play a lot of the story. I think it was really good, but I don't think I played enough of it to do like justice. So I'm gonna put it here just because I haven't played it enough. Uncharted 4. Oh man, easily my favorite one of the series. I'll probably put it above Heavy Rain. I think A Thief's End is such a great game. I definitely didn't have it. I definitely didn't. Ooh, see that's hard. I feel like I should put. I kind of want to put it here, or here. I'm gonna put it here. I think it's better than these games. Again, Nathan Drake's just so cool. I think that he just kind of like really like gives like a lot more development than the other stories here. Compare like I don't know. There's something about this game. It's just so fun. The world building in it's amazing, and it's overall just really great. Shadow Colossus. Haven't played it. It's one of my friend's favorite games. Haven't played it. Don't plan on playing it. I think it looks so stupid, but that's just a me thing. 2, good game. Above these, but not very good. personally, I think it's really fun. I think it had a really good story. The parkour is really fun in it, but I definitely didn't like it as much as the first one. I don't know why. I just not my favorite game. Assassin's Creed 3. My favorite Assassin's Creed by far. I literally love this guy. I love Connor so much. I think he's the biggest pimp of an assassin there ever was. He's sitting there just jumping on horses as they're driving by, just with his tomahawk. He's I might be a little bit biased because I am Native American, but like he is so cool. The stealth, I feel like it was the best in the series with this. Kind of like the backstory too you get. Like with Connor's like father and stuff. And that theater mission is always really fun. Overall, I feel like this was kind of like their best work, like easily in my opinion. But there's just something about this game. I don't know. It's great. Witcher series still haven't played, so Rogue, not great. That game is not good. BioShock, I played a little bit of not like the original, but I don't see the other ones here, so I didn't really like it that much. I think it's good. I personally don't think it's anywhere near to get to that level. Ghost of Tsushima though, wow, this game's so fun. If you like samurais and like katana combat, dude, let me tell you something about this game. It's so fun. The different abilities you have, like the standoffs you could have against people, the story from like falling to like just throwing away like the honor aspect of it, and just becoming this quote unquote ghost that just kills everyone, dude. There's something just so satisfying about like taking down like all the bases and stuff in this game. And they have some really beautiful shots and stuff of it too, and it's definitely one of my favorite games I played. It's just so fun. I love the combat in it. Far Cry 5. I put it above Borderlands. I probably put it above this one. I love this kind of like cultist, like trying to take on the cultist story. The cheeseburger, the bear is super fun. He's so satisfying to use on. He just like wrecks everyone. The combat's a lot like Far Cry 4, so obviously I'm gonna like that a lot. The ending though is kind of weird, which is like why it definitely takes away from like its overall greatness. But I think overall it's still a really great game. Infamous, I haven't played. Days Gone, I love this game. I'd probably put it above these. I wouldn't put it above Dying Light or anything. Customizing the motorcycles is awesome. I think the story of like losing your loved one or thinking you did, to trying to figure out like what happened to her, to taking care of Boozer, taking down all these hordes, all these camps that you already have relationships with, like get to like build even more and like help them out as much as you can. All the different guns you can get, all the different craftables and stuff. There's just something about it. It's stuff like having to like refuel your motorcycle too, like that part of it, like the upgrading like armor and stuff. It's so fun, like chasing people in your motorcycle, like shooting out their tires and stuff. That game is just, it's so fun. The hordes are scary though, like I think it's a lumber mill you get to go into, but there's like 10 million of them, and you literally just have to sit there and run, throw a Molotov, and then just hopefully just spray them all down because you can't do anything else. Mafia series, I'm not a fan of the Mafia series. I didn't like a single one of them. So I mean, yeah, Mafia. I'm just not a fan of them. Are they bad games necessarily? No. But am I a fan? Not at all. Not at all. Are there any more of them? Yeah, right here, Mafia 3. Black Flag, definitely the second best Assassin's Creed game. I'd probably put it above. I'm not gonna put it above Uncharted 4, but it is. It's a lot of people's favorite. I do like the pirate thing. I mean, I love watching the Pirates of the Caribbean movies when I was little and becoming this super fun. The guns and stuff, sailing around the ship is super fun. The landscapes always are really cool. Overall, he's not nearly as cool as Connor. I don't like the story as much as Connor's. So I think this game is just a lot better, but it's still a really, really great game. Borderlands 3. This game is definitely a step up from the other ones. I'd probably put it above that one. After I got used to these kind of graphics and stuff a little bit more, I had a lot of fun on this game. I should probably go back and play these again because they're probably giving another chance to kind of instill it, but I really like this game. I think after getting over the graphics part of it, the story was super fun. Overall, I had a really good time on this. I can't really say too much about the Borderlands games because I didn't go in depth with a lot of stuff. I just kind of breezed through it, but I will say this one did kind of catch my eye a lot more than the other ones. The Arkham series. Story-wise, not gonna lie, not my favorite story. Combat-wise, not great combat. Not bad though. I'd probably put it about right there. Yeah, I mean, Batman. Obviously, Batman. He's super cool. The fighting's not great. Everybody will tell me it's the same thing as Spider-Man, just a tiny bit different. I disagree completely. I don't think it feels the same at all. I think even when you're in the Batmobile, even that feels super clunky. It just doesn't feel good. Oh, the whole Joker storyline and stuff. I did like that. Capturing all those and all the Robin stuff. Obviously, it's super emotional and stuff that happens to Robin. For Batman, overall he's Batman. He's cool. He's rich. Fights crime. I mean, what else can you really want in a good game? Infamous 2, never played. Uncharted 3. I don't like this game. I'm not a fan of it, although it is Nathan Drake. He's still the coolest person in that series by far. I just didn't like the story. It's just a me thing, I think, though, so whatever. Horizon still haven't played those. This Uncharted, I didn't hate. I didn't really like. Probably put it above Firewatch. I'm not gonna go anywhere near I'm not gonna go closer to these. I think I'm still gonna put Valhalla here, though. I think I'm gonna move that up. Watch Dogs 2. I never played it. I put the demo or something on whatever, but that's it. Quarry. I like this game a lot. It's definitely not my favorite game. We first got it. Me and my friend were trying to do the co-op version, and we didn't do it. And then we finally, when it came out, we started doing it. We were like, this just kind of sucks. It doesn't, not the story, but the co-op version of it. You don't get to both control a person. You get to both just vote on decisions. Basically, that's it. And only one person gets to control the movement. Really great story though. I stopped probably put it about here. I really liked it, but I don't think it's too crazy great. Until Dawn. Oh man, this game. This one caused a massive argument too. This game is fun. I think the story is lacking. All my friends think that they've played this thing and they're like, oh my gosh, the story's so great. Blah blah blah. The butterfly effect, all that crap. I don't think it's nearly as good as everybody says. I mean, a bunch of friends go to the mountains to honor their friends who died. End up just getting slaughtered by their friends because, well, obviously not if you get everybody lives, but there's a killer on the loose and everything. It's not that great of a story. It's not that great. The gameplay's not even good. I will die on that hill. The gameplay is not fun. The only cool parts are like when you like hold your controller still to like not flinch. But other than that, I think it's a sucky game. Don't have fun on it at all. Not great. I'll probably put it below Tomb Raider. Sekiro, I haven't played those. I do want to play that though, because I just started doing Souls games and stuff. But Spider-Man 2, this game, I'm gonna put just below Last of Us Part 2. Best of both worlds. I mean, you get Peter and Miles taking on some of the best villains. You get to see you play it with Harry. You get to see the Venom symbiote. I mean, Kraven. The Kraven fights. I think overall they just did a really good job with like even like the story like starts off with a bang, dude. Like, there's just something about that game which is it's so fun. Like all the combat's great. The abilities are great. The suits are so cool. The little side quests are also like really fun. 100% I got the platinum trophy for it. I had a blast with that game. Baldur's Gate 3. Now, when this won Game of the Year, I was like, "There's no way it should be Spider-Man 2." I was actually like pretty mad. I was like, "This is stupid, like overrated point and click." And then we started playing, and I played it, and oh my gosh, do I love this game! It is so, like all the choices and stuff you can make are so fun. All the different like places you can go, all the stuff you can find, the builds you can make. It's a really, really great game. All the like the little side relationships like in their little quest lines. So great. So great. I'm on my third. No, I did my own playthrough, beat that, missed a bunch of stuff apparently, even though I didn't think I did, because I literally try to find everything when I play these games. I fail every time. But all the like little things that happen, like each character, really good. The combat's kind of, I like it, but it's not like the greatest style of combat. But like it's how it's supposed to be. Like, I'm not hating on it. I think it's just so really, really good. Overall, I think that about covers it. Honestly, I mean, yeah. I mean, I think if you guys liked it, like and subscribe. Put me in the comments. Tell me if you guys disagree, agree with any takes. Just kind of like overall your guys' thoughts. I appreciate you guys for clicking on the video and hope you enjoyed. And I will see you all later. Peace.